In today's video episode, I'm going to give you 50 reasons why you should never, ever move to Texas. I mean, you should avoid moving to Texas at all costs. This is the #1 place if you want to know what it's like to live in Texas. If that's the kind of information you're looking for, please make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that little bell. You'll get notified every time we put up a new video episode. Y'all, as much as I love the great state of Texas, heck, I've lived here my whole life, I can admit that some folks may say we have some shortcomings. I mean, to start off with, the food is pretty dang amazing. Some of the best barbecued brisket, sausage, and ribs you will ever put in your mouth. My personal favorites though, Tex-Mex, Cajun, and oh my goodness, that fresh seafood. Any kind of cuisine you really want, you can find it right here in Texas. Heck, that's why being overweight is basically inevitable. Thank goodness we have so many beautiful wonders to go see and explore so we can get out and work some of that great food off. In fact, some of the most beautiful things in Texas can be really overwhelming. We all feel kind of trapped here because every other state really just kind of sucks. So let's get right to the 15 reasons why you should never, ever consider moving to Texas right now. In the winter, getting dressed in the morning can be a real struggle because it may be 30 or 40 degrees, and by the time you break for lunch, you'll be ready to shed all your clothes because it'll be up to 70 or 80 degrees and then back to 40 when you're ready to come home. You won't know whether to wear a parka and boots or a short sleeve dress and some sandals. Heck, I just layer up and keep an extra jacket, a pair of gloves, a scarf, and a hat in my car in the winter months, just to be prepared. Now, we talked about the winter weather being the real struggle here, but did I mention the humidity? Oh my goodness, y'all, it gets a little humid on the coast. Everything is wet and sticky, and don't even bother trying to get your hair done. If you're like me, it's gonna frizz out anyway. I don't even want to leave the house some days, and that's why a lot of folks enjoy wearing hats. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. No matter how good of an actor you think you are, us native Texans are pretty good at sniffing out a transplant over a mile away. Now, especially if you let out a, "Hey, you guys," slip out. Just forget about it. Food. Did I mention the food here? There are so many wonderful foods here in Texas. I'm serious. Do you want barbecue? We've got some of the best barbecue in the world right here. You want Tex-Mex? Oh my goodness, we've got you covered with so many options to choose from right here. Oh yeah, on the coast, the best and freshest seafood you will literally ever put in your mouth. When I say this seafood is fresh, it literally comes from boat to table. I'm telling you, if there's a type of food you want, we've probably got an amazing restaurant here to fit the bill. We've got everything you want in Texas. Stop! We've got fried everything. Fried steaks, fried chicken, fried fries. Heck, we even fry Oreos here. We've got Whataburger. We've got wonderful prime steaks. Whatever you want, we've got it right here in Texas. A trip to the grocery store can take you over 2 hours. As you know, everything is bigger in Texas, and my favorite place to shop is H-E-B. When I tell you these stores are large, like Sam's Club large, you can get lost for hours, and there's so many wonderful choices. The fresh seafood, the fresh bakery. Oh my goodness, H-E-B does it right. And they make so many items in-house. We love the pizzas and the sushi. Oh my goodness, there are so many wonderful items. I gotta tell you, I love their homemade ranch dressing with the fresh dill. It is the bomb and so good on so many things. So many things to see in H-E-B. You can literally spend 2 hours at the grocery store. Now for me, I plan it off-peak. It's not a problem. But if you're busy, it could really take a large portion of your day. Now, I'm going to talk about this again, but it really is hot down here. It gets so hot down here that the metal part of the seatbelt can turn into a weapon during the summer. I'm telling you, you can get a first-degree burn from the heat of this metal part of that seatbelt. So just please make sure you're cautious that that metal piece doesn't touch your skin, because it really does burn after sitting in the heat all day. You might quite literally have to wait behind a horse or two in a drive-thru. Yes, they do come through the drive-thru on horseback. You know they have to get their fix for Taco Bell and Whataburger somehow. You might get Listeria from Bluebell because you won't stop eating it even during a recall. Bluebell is something only Texans understand, and once you've had it, well, you'll understand too. It's made in a little town in Brenham, Texas, and it's one of our favorite brands of ice cream. Now, once in a great while, they've had a problem in their production, and some folks have gotten Listeria from eating the ice cream. It doesn't happen that often, but it's happened a few times. I've got to tell you that people love that ice cream so much, they wouldn't throw it away. They would eat it with the Listeria. They took the chance of getting Listeria. Y'all, Bluebell has a devout following. You'll find yourself getting too full from chips and salsa to even think about eating your Tex-Mex meal. So you have to ask for a to-go box and a dessert order to go. This happens to me often because I love a good fresh salsa and some fresh homemade chips. I do find myself eating and talking and drinking and not really paying attention. And y'all, by the time my meal gets here, well, heck, I'm already full. Can I just mention, I just realized that a lot of my items today are talking about food. Touching your steering wheel is as good as putting your hand on the stove in the summer. I'm telling you, it is hot, especially if you have a black car. It does seem like, though, a lot of the car makers now aren't making a lot of options in the interior, especially for the dash and that steering wheel. Well, dang, with the heat we have down here, I encourage you to get your windows tinted. Put a cover on your windshield. I even put a little dish towel over my steering wheel because it really does get hot. And this is something that people do. They even put oven mitts. They keep them in their car. They use it on the steering wheel until it cools down. Whatever works for you. I think that's a little extreme, y'all, but I do try to keep my windows tinted, and I keep a cover on the front windshield and a little dish towel over the steering wheel just to cool that steering wheel down a bit. And I also crack my windows ever so slightly. That way, you may have to worry about the rain, but I usually look out for that too. There are just so many things to do in Texas. Texas is the second largest state in the nation by area and population. And with that comes many beautiful things to see, man-made and natural. You've got to check out the Austin area. It's beautiful. Hill country, San Antonio, Riverwalk, Fredericksburg. Head on up north to Dallas. I love Amarillo. I love Palo Duro Canyon. Head out west and you've got beautiful Big Bend, exploring, kayaking. And then, of course, my favorite is on the coast. I'm a coastal girl, y'all. We have beautiful miles and miles of beaches, fishing, lakes, water sports, whatever you want. We've got it right here. We've got hundreds of state parks, nature preserves, and national parks to explore. Ready to explore food and shopping? We have 11 million restaurants, boutiques, galleries to shop or soak up some art or history in one of our many museums. There truly is so much to do here. Texas has so much to offer. If you get bored in Texas, well, there's got to be something wrong with you. Get ready to drive for days. If you're road tripping across the state, you might notice that the speed limit sign increased to 75 miles per hour and up. I'm serious, y'all. Texas is almost 900 miles across. You get to see so many different types of terrain. So yeah, if you want a road trip, heck, go east, go west, go north, go south. There is something to see in this big, beautiful state wherever you road trip. Hey, and don't even worry about those already agonizing long road trips in the car. They may seem like the road goes on forever, but when you do have to stop along the way, stop at Buckys or Papacitos, Papados, or Whataburger. There are so many great options across this wonderful state. Locals and tourists alike love Buckys. Now you gotta stop there for yourself to experience it. It is truly a favorite for travelers. They've got great prices on gas, ice, and very clean restrooms. They've got wonderful dipped chocolates, and they have this wonderful thing called beaver nuggets. And if you never tried them, you've got to try some. I personally like to get the warm cinnamon roasted pecans and the dipped chocolates. I have friends that love the pulled pork sandwiches, and if you need a gift or just want a fun shirt with the beaver on it, which is Bucky's logo, stop on in at Bucky's and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I love any restaurant the Pappas family has to offer. They have consistently good food, stellar service, conveniently located. Well, everything is bigger in Texas, so it really should be no surprise what has swallowed up all the teenage girls when high school homecoming rolls around down here in Texas. I'm a native, and when I was growing up, we would wear 1 or 2 moms with our names and a bell. If a girl had more than 2 moms, well, we thought their date's parents must have been really rich. Well, now if your child doesn't need a walker to assist her down to the football field, well, honey, you're just an underachiever. Y'all, I'm not kidding. These parents go all out and it shows. Some of these mums cost upwards of $500. That's right, $500. We love football here, Friday night lights and all of that. It all goes hand in hand. These kids have built on this long-standing tradition during football season. Now we have these huge body-size homecoming moms, only in Texas, y'all. I promise you, once you spend some time here, you will be eternally stuck here. Once you explore, you'll really pretty much realize every other state just can't compare to Texas. Forever a Texan. I love road trips. I love to travel. I love hopping on a plane and traveling. But truly, there is no place like home, and the Gulf Coast is my home. Are you ready to make Texas your home? My team and I, we get calls every day from people just like you researching areas to live, relocate, buy an investment property, or short-term rental, and we absolutely love it. We've got your back when coming to Texas. Please subscribe and set up your personal consultation now. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you like or dislike about Texas. Y'all, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got you covered when moving to Texas. If you enjoyed this video, and I know you did because you're still watching, you are really going to love my other videos on living in Texas.